Hello and welcome back to Soul Astrology. Today we're going to talk about getting familiar with your soul sign, which is really important. Before we start, remember to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any updates, and to like and share. Click the link to download your free guide, your essential guide to soul astrology, and that will really help you to understand soul astrology a little bit better. And you can read about the 12 zodiac signs and their soul-centered meanings in more depth in my book, Soul Astrology, how your rising sign reveals your soul path and life purpose. Okay, so let's begin. Today we're going to talk about getting familiar with your soul sign, which is really important. And the way that we get familiar with our soul sign is through direct experience. Now, it's important, of course, that you have a little bit of knowledge about the sign itself and about the qualities of that sign, but then it's also important not to go too far down the road of analysis, mental analysis, because that's what astrology tends to do. We can go deeper and deeper into more and more complexity. And anyone who's started to study astrology will realize it's a vast and complex topic. And that's helpful at one level. But then as we want to go deeper and learn more about ourselves and have it become more meaningful, then simplicity is actually more helpful. So that's why I say at the beginning to just stick to learning about your sun and your moon and your rising sign, and then have a daily practice of self-observation so that you can see how those energies, you can observe for yourself and sense and feel and witness the energies of those signs as they play out through your daily life. Our astrology, our horoscope, is really just a map to support us in our journey of self-exploration. And like any other journey, the map is just a guide. It's not the journey itself. And for some people, the deep dive into studying astrology is like staying in the library and reading the maps without ever going on the journey. So it's really important that you get that balance. If you're using soul astrology for self-exploration, which is the most important thing, to learn more about you, about who you are, who we are, who are these human beings that we are. I mean, who are we really? That's the purpose of soul astrology, is to take you deeper into self-exploration and self-understanding. If you look at some spiritual teachers like Thich Nhat Hanh, they're really very simple. They take a very simple approach to life. And in that simplicity, there's depth and there's meaning. In esoteric astrology, the Tibetan points out that our consciousness develops through stages of instinct, intellect, intuition, illumination, and eventually emptiness. And if we stay in studying, in the process of learning, reading, studying, and thinking about astrology, we're staying in the realm of intellect, we're staying in the realm of mental concepts. We have to move into intuition. And the way that we do that is by setting the mental concepts to one side and then direct experience. So the way we experience things directly is through some kind of meditation and or mindfulness. If you're finding meditation difficult, if you've tried and you said, I'm a Gemini, I think too much, I can't sit and meditate, there are ways that you can actually bring that awareness to yourself. You might begin with a simple mindfulness practice, just throughout your day, just bringing your attention to what you're doing in the present moment, being more aware in the present moment. And then eventually setting some time aside where you can actually sit and bring that attention in to a meditative practice. All the great spiritual teachers and yogis and masters that have gone before all agree that some type of meditation is actually essential, because it's only by stopping what we're doing, putting everything down and allowing ourselves to go within, that we can begin to observe our inner world and our energy field and how our energies actually work. If you're new to meditation, then you might like to check out my ebook, Learn How to Meditate. It's available as a PDF download, or you can get it on Kindle. And once you're more established in meditation, and perhaps for those who've been meditating for some years, I highly recommend that everybody have a copy of Openness, Clarity and Sensitivity by Rigdzin Shikpo. And these can be ordered through the Longchen Foundation, and I'll put the link below. Because it's possible to meditate for years and not be meditating correctly. You can be meditating in ways that reinforce old habit patterns rather than help you and support you to awaken and change those habit patterns. Once you become more familiar with your own energy field, then you'll start to relate to some of the qualities of your sun, moon, and rising sign from a very different place. Remember to click the link below to download your free guide and learn more about soul astrology. And when you're ready to go deeper, have a look at my book, Soul Astrology: How Your Rising Sign Reveals Your Soul, Path, and Life Purpose. That tells you a lot more about the soul purpose of each of the 12 signs. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you love soul astrology, remember to like and share and subscribe to this channel. See you next time.